You have drawn the structures of these?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next, which chapter?
Ma'am, you had told electricity yesterday.
Electricity does. Okay. So electricity, first definitions. First is the current. You also have to keep writing. First is definition of current. Symbol I. What is the definition of current?
Is a flow of charges.
Rate of flow of charge.
Charges.
So
Per time.
rate of flow of charges is called as a current, or amount of charges flowing through the conductor in unit time is called current. Formula?
By T.
Q by T.
I is equal to Q by T. SI unit?
Ampere.
Ampere. And symbol A. So what is definition of 1 ampere?
Current flowing through conduct. If 1 coulomb of charge is flowing through conductor for 1 second, like per second.
If 1 coulomb of charge passing through the conductor in 1 second, then the current is said to be 1 ampere. Device used to measure ampere current.
Ammeter.
Ammeter should be connected in
Series.
series and have a resistance, minimum, maximum. Resistance of the ammeter should be minimum or maximum. It's minimum. Reason?
Ma'am, so that it takes very less current because it needs to measure the current. So it needs the proper flow.
Yes, if that's resistance means what? Obstruction. So in the path, we know that his ammeter is connected in series. So there should not be obstruction in that path of current. So the amount of current should not be affected. So therefore, it should provide least resistance. Okay. 1 milliampere is equal to
10 to the power minus 3 ampere.
3 ampere.
10 to the power minus 3 ampere, and 1 microampere
Minus
10 to the power
6.
of minus 6.
10 to the power minus 6 amperes. Then the next definition is potential difference. Potential difference symbol used is
V.
V volt.
V. Definition?
Amount of work done carrying 1 coulomb of charge from one point to another.
That is 1 volt. Potential difference definition.
If you take out the units, amount of charge,
Yes, tell me.
amount of work done by carrying a charge from one point to another.
Yes. 1 unit charge. Amount of work done in carrying unit charge from one place to another is called as potential difference. Formula?
V equals W by
W
Q.
by Q.
V is equal to W by Q. Unit is
Volt.
volt. V. Unit definition of 1 volt.
Ma'am, 1 volt is the amount of when work done is moving 1 unit charge from. No, ma'am, I'm a little confused.
Ma'am, when 1 joule of work is done while moving a 1 coulomb of charge.
One coulomb of charge from
a point to another.
one point to another. Then the potential difference is said to be 1 volt. Device used to measure potential
Voltmeter.
voltmeter should be connected in
Parallel.
parallel. Resistance,
Maximum.
maximum resistance. So it should provide maximum resistance so that the amount of current in the main path or main circuit should not be affected. Okay. Then next is resistance. Ohm's law. Ohm's law statement. Ananya. Yes, Ananya, Ohm's law. Ananya, are you able to hear me? No. Kirtana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Ohm's law.
Yes, ma'am. When the physical conditions like temperature, area of thickness, and length of the conductor remain the same, then the potential difference applied across the conductor will be directly proportional to the amount of current flowing through the conductor.
Yes.
Ma'am, are you talking? I'm not able to hear anything. Are you talking?
That's right. I'm continuously asking you a question.
Ma'am, I'll leave the meeting and join. I'm still not able to hear you.
Okay. So when physical conditions of the conductor remain same, that is physical conditions like temperature, length, area of cross section, then the potential difference applied across the ends of conductor is directly proportional to current flowing through the conductor. So V is directly proportional to I. So therefore V by I ratio will remain constant. And this constant by experiment got to know it is R. Unit of R is ohm.
Ohm, ma'am.
Ohms. Now can you hear Ananya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is Ohm's law. Experimental verification diagram. You have to remember activity of verifying the Ohm's law. You have to remember. Okay, question can be asked for 3 marks. And VI graph. How is a VI graph? For verification of Ohm's law. That is for ohmic conductors. Ohmic conductors are the conductors which satisfies Ohm's law, which satisfy Ohm's law. Those are called ohmic conductors. Normal all wires are ohmic conductors. There are non-ohmic conductors are also there. Diodes, triodes, transistors are called non-ohmic conductors because they do not satisfy Ohm's law. There is not proper increment in potential difference along with the current. Okay, VI graph. VI graph is a straight line graph.
Straight line.
It's a straight line graph. This is I, this is V. So this is straight line graph, shows that V and I are directly proportional. So whenever any object X is directly proportional to Y, then the graph is always a straight line when it is directly proportional. This is called linear graph. From this graph, we can find out the resistance by taking the slope of the graph. Okay, so slope, that is M, is equal to tan theta. That is height, opposite side height by base. Okay, so if we draw this perpendicular, then this distance A, B, C, this is theta. The theta is the inclination of the graph with the I axis. Always remember, with current axis, we have to check the angle. So tan theta is equal to this above height is AB and base is BC. So this value will give us the value of resistance, because AB will give you the value of potential difference and BC will give us the value of current. So V by I will be resistance. Okay. Now we can compare which conductor.
If they ask in like from the graph, you just have to do like this. Like we just have
Yeah,
to find.
we have to draw the perpendicular. Draw the perpendicular, vertical height, measure it, horizontal length you have to measure, and then take the ratio of those. That value is the resistance. Okay. Now if you want to compare the resistances, so this is I, this is V. Now here is, this is one graph, another graph is here, third graph is here. This is R1, R2, R3. So to compare this, what only we have to do, we are not supposed to find out their individual resistances. With current axis, we have to see the inclinations. So whose inclination is more?
R1.
R1. So R1 is greater than R2, greater than R3. So resistance of R1 is greater than resistance of R2, greater than resistance of R3. Okay. Or you can do, that is, we can compare it by taking the perpendicular from all the points at the same current value. Current remains same, potential difference values check. These are the three. This is V1, this is V2, this is V3. Now when we take V by I, how can we compare? Current value remains same and the potential differences are different. Then which value is greater? So this is R1 is V1 by I1, V2 by I, because current is same, and V3 by I. So whichever is greater, V1, V2, V3, that has a more resistance because current value remains same. Now this is V1. Is the height more? V2 is below V1 and V3 is below V3. So that means V1 is greater than V2, greater than V3. So therefore V1 by I is greater than V2 by I, that is greater than V3 by I. So resistance of this wire is greater than the resistance of this wire. Series combination and parallel combination also, they can give you the graph of series and parallel. So which one is for series and which one is for parallel, you have to find out. So these are the graphs has been given. This is A and this is B. So A is the A and B, out of which shows the series combination of two resistors. Which of these two graphs shows series combination of two resistors?
Ma'am, which is
A or
I1?
B? The second one. In the second one, this diagram, out
No,
of
ma'am.
A and B. Yeah?
X-axis or Y-axis is the I,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yes, right. Yes.
A, ma'am.
No,
Which one? A or B?
A, ma'am.
A. Why A? You have to justify your answer as well.
Series takes more resistance.
Yes, series resistors, the same resistors when connected in series and the same resistors when connected in parallel. Obviously, in the series resistor, the total resistance is higher as compared to parallel. So series is higher. So here, which A or B shows the higher resistance?
A.
A shows the higher resistance. So A is the total resistance of series combination. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then,
Yes, ma'am.
Because A has the higher resistance than B, because of that.
yeah,
We have, because of that, A is in series.
A is a series because we know series combination resistance is high.
Okay.
Okay. And then the next one is resistance definition, actual definition of a resistance property.
It's the property of a conductor which obstructs the flow of charges.
It is a property of the conductor which obstructs the flow of charges is called as resistance, right? Factors affecting resistance.
Length of the conductor, area of cross section, temperature.
And nature of conductor.
And nature of conductor, right? Nature of conductor.
Good or bad conductors.
Good conductor will provide less
Least
resistance,
resistance
and the bad conductors provide maximum resistance. Then length of the conductor, more the length, the resistance will be more because number of collisions inside the wire will be more, so therefore provides more resistance. And lesser length, lesser resistance. Area thickness, that is lesser thickness, more resistance. More thickness, lesser resistance. So it is inversely proportional. R and A are inversely proportional. And the last one is temperature. They are directly proportional. Okay. R is directly proportional to length. R is inversely proportional to area of cross section. It is also considered as R is inversely proportional to pi r square. So that means resistance is inversely proportional to R square. This is also you can remember. Radius is tripled. How much is the resistance increases or decreases? If the radius of a wire is tripled, so what the change in resistance takes place?
Decreases 9 times.
It is 1 by r square. So radius is
And 9
tripled. So you have to
1 by
show also. So r is directly proportional to 1 by 3r whole square. R is directly proportional to 1 by 9r square. So it is decreases by 9 times. Okay. And then resistivity. What is the definition of resistivity? Definition of resistivity.
Can I say?
Yes.
Um, is it like the resistivity of a substance is equal to the resistance of a rod of that substance that is 1 meter long and 1 square unit in thickness?
Yeah. It is not 1 meter, 1 unit length. 1 unit
Okay.
length we can consider.
So that unit, it can be any unit, right?
Yeah. SI unit is ohm meter.
Okay.
So your resistivity is equal to the resistance of the conductor having unit length and unit area of cross section. So this definition is most commonly asked. Resistivity is the resistance of the is equal to the resistance of the conductor having unit length and unit area of cross section. Clear?
Ma'am,
Yes.
conductor having what again?
Having unit length and unit area of cross section.
Okay, thank you.
So derivation of its unit, resistivity R is directly proportional to L by A. So R is equal to rho L by A. So RA by L is equal to rho. So rho's resistance is unit of resistance into unit of A divided by unit of L is equal to unit of resistivity. Resistance is ohm, area is meter square, by length is meter. So this meter cancel. So ohm meter is the unit of rho. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And resistivity depends on and independent on
The material and the
Temperature.
Temperature.
it is the nature of the material and temperature only. So if you change the length, if you change the area, there is no change in the resistivity of the material. That will not change. If all the materials are made up of copper, having different lengths, different areas, there will not be any change in the resistivity. Resistivity remains same, but resistance will change. Clear? Now here question asked based on this, give reason questions. One is why copper and aluminium are used for conducting wires?
Ma'am,
Good
because
conductors
they
of
have,
electricity.
yeah, they're good conductors and they have minimum resistance.
yeah.
Oh,
Ma'am, it has high resistivity.
no. High resistivity, that means high resistance it will provide. Then how can it conduct current?
Ma'am, melting point.
No. Yes, Nisha? They have low resistivity. Copper and aluminium have low resistivity. Therefore, they are used in conduction of current, conducting wires. Only one reason, low resistivity. Alloys are preferred in heating devices than metals. Why alloys are preferred?
High resistivity.
Ma'am, can you repeat your question?
Why alloys are preferred over metals in heating devices?
It has high resistivity.
Proper
High
sentence?
melting point.
No. Proper sentence. Proper answer, proper sentence is needed. The accurate sentence and answer.
Ma'am, even if large amount of heat is supplied to it because of its high resistivity, the appliance won't get damaged.
Yeah. But here high resistivity than metals.
Metals.
We can't only write they have high resistivity. Then rubber and wood also has a high resistivity, much more. It is near about 10 to power 6 times, 20 times more
But
than
then
the
rubber
alloys.
and all current won't even flow.
So therefore you have to mention that is they have high resistivity but only above metals, not much more, because they have to conduct current also. So they have high resistivity than metals and they do not oxidize at high temperature, as well as they have high melting point. That can be considered. These are subsidiary answers. The main answer is they have high resistivity than metals. Clear? Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And the third one, tungsten is used in the filament of a bulb. The same reason.
They have much more resistance.
Low resistivity.
Yeah, low.
High melting point to
Low
ma'am.
resistivity, then how the heat will be produced?
High melting point and high resistivity.
High resistivity,
Resistivity more than other metals.
other metals. Resistivity more than other metals, high melting point, and does not oxidize readily at high temperature. Okay. Then these are the three reasons. Give reason questions they can ask. And always remember that alloys generally have low melting point, but the alloys which are used in heating devices, only those have high melting point. It's clear? Generally, all alloys, most of the alloys have the melting point lower than the uh, metals, respective metals. But the alloys which are used for heating devices should not have low melting point. They should have high melting points. Then only they can be used in heating devices. Clear? Then resistivity, then series and parallel combination derivations. Derivation of total this equivalent resistance of series combination. Will you derive? Right now, derive series and parallel combination. Total resistance of series and parallel combination. Right now, derive. With diagram. Draw the diagram of three resistors in series. Write the statements. You have to write the statements. If you don't write the statements, then marks gone. Completed derivations? Have you derived
Yes, ma'am.
both?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then solve these questions. And why series combination is parallel combination is preferred over series combination? In domestic wiring?
Ma'am, in series combination, even if one bulb or something gets fused, the whole circuit will get fused. But then parallel combination, it's not like that.
Okay. Then 3 mark question this is.
Ma'am, short
Appliances can be
circuiting
used
won't
at the
happen.
same time.
Couldn't get?
Many appliances can be used at the same time.
Many appliances can be used in series also we can use.
Ma'am, in
It'll
series,
like overload, no,
Yes.
ma'am. This thing.
In parallel combination it will be overload, not in series. Because series that resistance increases, current decreases.
ma'am, in series combination, the potential difference is different. So then, but then parallel combinations, it's the same. The potential difference is same.
Generally, appliances works for the same potential difference. So in parallel combination, the similar potential difference can be provided to different appliances. But in series combination, the potential difference get divided. So similar potential difference cannot be provided in series combination. Different switches can be applied to different devices in parallel combination, but in series combination, all the devices have same switch. Clear? These are the reasons. That's why parallel combination is preferred in domestic wiring than in series combination.
Ma'am, actually, this question was there in my paper.
Then what is heating law of heating effect of electric current or Joule's law of heating?
Ma'am, it's directly proportional to the resistance
It
square
means what?
of power, heat.
Power,
No, heat.
amount of heat produced.
Yeah.
So from where it will produce, that also you have to write. Whenever a current is passed through the conductor, heat is produced in the conductor. And that heat is directly proportional to, write the three factors: square of current, resistance of the conductor, and time for which current is passing through the conductor. So H is directly proportional to I square RT. That is Joule's law of heating. And the rest, the chapter is numericals. This is the only theory you have on this chapter, but mostly the numericals are asked. So start solving this. Calculate the number of electrons constituting 1 coulomb of charge. What's the value? So solve. Charge is 1 coulomb. Charge is 1 coulomb. And you have to calculate what is E value.
1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19.
What's the answer? Find out the answer.
6.25 into 10 to the power minus 18.
6.25 into 10 to the power.
Ma'am, is it 6.25 into 10 to the power 18?
Yes, 6.25 into 10 to the power 18. Second one, why do we connect voltmeter and ammeter in an electric circuit? What is likely to happen if the positions of these instruments are interchanged? Yes.
Voltmeter parallel and
Series.
ammeter series.
Let me interchange.
It won't show the correct value, ma'am.
It will not show the correct value, one thing, and it will affect the amount of current flowing through the conductor. Current won't flow because voltmeter has a maximum resistance, and maximum resistance is applied in the series. Current won't flow. The circuit won't work. State the type of combination used for connecting different electrical appliances in domestic circuit.
What about the third one?
Okay. A bulb cannot be used in place of resistor to verify Ohm's law. Justify this statement with reason. Depriya, Shambhavi, can you explain?
One second.
Yes. Yes, Depriya?
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I think when the bulb gets heated, so we can't exactly tell. The temperature changes, so we can't verify Ohm's law because it requires physical conditions to be constant.
Yes, Ohm's law is verified only when the physical conditions of the conductor remain same. But when we glow the bulb, means when it is connected to the socket, it will start glowing. That means the heat will be produced. Heat is produced, and due to that, the temperature of the bulb on the wire changes, increases, and that causes the it will not this one. So resistance changes. So if the resistance keep on changing, then the Ohm's law cannot be verified. Clear?
Ma'am, can you repeat it again?
For verifying Ohm's law, physical conditions of the conductor should remain same. But when we use bulb, when bulb starts glowing, its temperature increases and therefore resistance also increases, which will not allow which will not verify the Ohm's law. So verifying Ohm's law is not possible
Okay, ma'am.
because resistance keep on changing. It should remain constant. No, it is not keeping constant. It is changing.
Ma'am,
Yes.
so bulb is a non-ohmic conductor, ma'am.
Bulb is ohmic when it is when temperature increases it will keep on changing, so therefore we cannot verify.
Okay.
When it is at a constant temperature then it will verify, but when it is not at a constant temperature it cannot.
Okay.
Two students per this one. State the type of combination used for connecting different electrical appliances in domestic circuit.
Parallel combination.
Parallel combination, and give reason question can be asked in this. Bye. Now next one, fifth one. Two students perform the experiments on series and parallel combination of two resistors, R1 and R2, and plot the following VI graphs. Which of the two diagrams correctly represent the labels series and parallel on the plotted
The first
curves?
The first one.
The first one.
First one. Then these three just now I have explained. Give
Yes,
reason
ma'am.
questions. Then solve this question. Seventh.
Ma'am, what's the answer?
What's the answer you got?
Is it 1/3?
Yes, 1/3, right? Have you got?
Ma'am, it'll be R is equal to, instead of A, I took pi r square. So first it'll become, ratio will become L by pi r square. So 2L by 4 pi r square. So then first it'll become half, and then when it's connected in parallel, it'll be 1 by R1, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So it'll be 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So it'll be, yeah. 1 second. Mom, yeah, it'll be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2.
Mom, I'm
Ma'am, is
getting
it
5:1.
Ma'am, 4:1?
No. Yes, Vanika.
3:1, ma'am.
You have
Please.
solved, I think so.
Mom, can I send you how I did it?
Why you are able? You have solved. Then why can't you able to explain it?
Mama, I don't know how to explain.
So why it is? What is this numerical is there only, no? So why wordings are needed for that? You can explain.
Mom, can I just send it to you how I did it?
How will I consider that is you have done by yourself? You're not able to explain. That means you are not done by yourself. How much your hand work? No more than that, my brain work. Here wire A. Others who have solved?
Ma'am, 3:A or 4:A, ma'am?
No.
Sorry. What is the answer, ma'am?
Is it 3:1? Yeah, ma'am. I must.
1:3.
Because 1:3. 3:1 or 1:3 something.
Yes, ma'am. I think I got it. Yes, ma'am. I think I got it.
Yes, Anisha?
Ma'am, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, ma'am. Even I must not getting it.
Why? This is the question I've given in one of the paper also. Wire A has a length L and radius R. So that means resistance of wire A is equal to rho L by pi R square. And the resistance of B is equal to, it is the same material. So that means resistivity remains same, 2L by pi 2R whole square. So this is equal to rho 2L by 4 pi R square. 2 ones are 2 twos are. So you will get 1 by 2 rho L by pi R square. So this is the value of RA, rho L by pi R square. Rho L by pi R square, this is the value of RA resistance. Now Varnika, don't tell anything. RB is equal to half of RA, that is RA by 2. So resistance of second wire is half of the first wire. Now they are asking total parallel combination. So parallel combination 1 by RP is equal to 1 by RA plus 1 by RB. 1 by RA remains same and RB is 1 by RA by 2. 1 by RA plus 2 by RA. This is RA by 2 will be gone to the numerator, reciprocal multiplication. So this is equal to 3 by RA is the 1 by RP. So RP is equal to RA by 3. So 1/3 of RA, you got it. Now they are asking the equivalent resistance of, so ratio of equivalent resistance and the resistance of wire A. Equivalent resistance is RP. By RA you have to calculate. RP is RA by 3 divided by RA. So this is RP by 3 into RA by 3 into RA. So this get cancelled. This is equal to 1 by 3. So ratio is 1:3. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Why are electric bulbs filled with chemically inactive nitrogen or argon? Yes. Why we fill nitrogen or argon?
They are noble gas.
So for what reason?
Ma'am, they prevent the oxidation.
Yes, right. In the bulb, we use them to prevent oxidation of the filament.
Ma'am, do we have to write that it prevents oxidation and all
Yes,
that?
that is the only reason.
Oh,
They are used in the bulb to prevent oxidation of the, because oxygen should not be there. If these gases are not there, then oxygen will be there. Then oxygen will completely combine with the tungsten, and this one oxidizes it. Then the tungsten filament can't be used. That
so
is
to
corrosion.
prevent oxidation and because again it has higher resistance.
No, that this is nitrogen and argon. Why we feel argon and nitrogen? Why we feel in the bulb? They are asking. Inside the bulb, tungsten is already there, but the remaining part is filled with the gas, nitrogen or argon.
Oh yeah, because of the oxidation, like
If
preventing.
these gases are not there, then oxygen will be there. So oxygen easily combined with tungsten at higher temperature. Although it will not this one readily combine, but after some limit it will, no?
Yes.
Possibly slowly it may oxidizes, and to prevent that, these gases are filled.
Okay.
Can you scroll down once?
Okay, so start maths now. Science people can leave.